Hi, it's Greg here with Galaxy Gardens. Welcome to another episode. We're going to build some raised beds today.
You can see we got one going here. We have 4 more to do. Oh, we'll see how far we get today. That took all of 5 seconds to get off of here. But the soil, honestly, in pretty good shape. Let's get down here. Yeah. Now you'd think it'd be super compact, but look. Really, really loose. So, we're gonna try building stuff and add it to the bed. These boards were really easy to take off because the stakes are rotten. This is probably the one in the worst shape. And you can see the rest of them pretty fine. We knew they would rot out eventually, and we were right. That we bought enough time to get some improvements over here. This bed's doing fine. I just put some soil in it. We got our lettuce coming up. So we have a medium short bed, which has a bunch of configurations we can do. Look at that. So we're gonna go with the 6x3 because that's what our raised beds are. They can do all these other configurations. And we're actually, because we're just amending our beds that are already here, we're not gonna follow all of the directions. You're supposed to have a bracing wire that goes across, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna do the outside and see how it does. I'm sure it's better because, you know, inevitably there's gonna be pressure pushing out. That should be good. So we're gonna assemble the corners first. We'll do all those screws by hand and then hit it with the drill. Call it a day. And Charlie's helping. This is so easy. So I got my bolt here. I got this. We're just gonna hand screw it for now. And then once we get everything together, we're gonna drill it. We'll do it again. And just screw it on. Yeah, easy. Okay, we got all these screws on, so now we're just gonna drill them. Greg just got some plastic off, so we got the ends done. Now I need to do the middle. Let's see here, nice Birdies bed. So first step is we gotta get this protective covering off. There we go. So we're gonna connect these 2 middle points first, and then join them to the end. We'll pretty much be all done since we're not doing the part you're supposed to do, which is put a bracing cable in on the bottom. That's okay. Oh, there it is. So we just gotta put the rubber on the top. They're really tall. Really, really tall. Nice. Looks good. While Greg finishes up with that, we're just gonna take inventory. So we have 1, 2, definitely 3, 4. These 2 will be fine. Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. You know what those are? Do you know what that is? It's lettuce. Volunteer lettuce. Oh, I'm certainly not gonna get in the way of some volunteer lettuce doing its thing. Well, I guess I'll just leave it for now. There's some more coming up in this bed too. See that? Oh, that's so funny. Let me show you how easy this is to take apart. Easy. That's pretty much it. Check out that mycelial action. It's completely breaking down. It is super warm out today. We had 2 inches of snow last weekend, and now it's in the 80s, so we're getting as much work done as we can. I need to take a picture of this because those are still doing good. Those ones are in perfect condition. These ones I just pulled out, and there's the new one. You know, like frankenfence over on that side. Well, frankengarden. I'm perfectly fine with that. Now this one's like a perfect square. Look at that. Look at that. Lots of bugs in there. So I want to show you, because we have like a shelf. Look, again, so fluffy and aerated. Now we grow on the ground, we grow in containers, we grow in raised beds. I think they all are really great methods, but I mean, it's not every day you can pull a raised bed apart and inspect it. So there is a lot of sand in here, which helps a little bit with aeration, but also you can see sort of on the top here, we've added a lot of soil from where the chickens used to be. So there's a lot of grit and remaining oyster shells in there. So those, you know, sort of break down too. So it's looking good. Now we did put a whole layer of wood on the bottom of this, mostly sticks and stuff, as filler. I know it's highly debated on if you should or not. Let me tell you, it helps absorb and release water. And yeah, it takes a while to break down, but that's not why we did it. We did it for filler and for water retention. He's super bored. He's being very patient. Isn't that handsome? That's a good boy. Hey, I want to show you how smooth this is. It's got a rubber liner on top so you don't hurt yourself. Just want to make sure I get all the wood out from this side.
Looks good, Spud.
Looks good, Spud. That's the last one we're gonna do today. It's 6 o'clock. It's probably not gonna rain, but it might. So I'm gonna work on getting the rest of this wood over there in a pile so none of us step on screws. And then we'll figure out what to do with it another day. Looks good. We got 2 now. So That's pretty nice. And I got those 3 out. And we got a wood pile. We got a bunch of stuff coming up. I found a lot of cilantro. I found a lot of lettuce volunteers. And this bed, in fact, check this out. I think it's an old bunny nest. There's nothing in it now, but this all came out as one little clump. I think it was a bunny nest. Or something else, who knows. So, just for the sake of throwing things in. Yeah, there's a lot of little things coming up in here. Of course, our garlic's looking nice. Beautiful, warm spring day. Hello, ladies. I was just checking out over here. Is our apricot, which is flowering. It's the first fruit tree to flower this year. This doesn't look like much, but these are going to be some fat stalked rhubarb this year. I can already tell by the way it's coming up. It's looking really good. So hoping we get enough for rhubarb jam. I didn't water the fig trees all winter. Usually I water them once or twice, but when they're dormant, they don't really need water. So they haven't had water since like September or whenever I put them inside. I just took them out today. It's April 19th as I'm recording this. And the soil is still damp and they're actually all just barely breaking dormancy right now. Look at all the pill bugs in there. Every single pot has a little population of pill bugs. Absolutely bananas. But we're cleaning up today, so everybody's getting a new pot. Wild. Well, looks like we made a good decision about stopping. Hey, April showers bring May flowers and lettuce and root veggies. Good morning. It's the next day. And today's actually Easter, which I did not realize. But if you celebrate Easter, I hope that you and your loved ones have a nice day. Today, Greg and I are going to finish the raised beds, and he's been so nice as to get a head start on it while I have my coffee. So I'm gonna enjoy this, and then we're gonna see how he's doing outside. We're having a really good start to the spring. Everything so far is going to plan, and that's what I love. So the potatoes definitely going in the ground next weekend. We'll probably also be transplanting the oca, which since I bought 2 kinds, I might need to put some in the yard, but we'll see. Everything else, we gotta finish hardening off the greens and just kind of go from there. But yeah, tomatoes and peppers, I'm gonna need a few weeks. They're still a bit small and the nights are still a bit cool. We're waiting for the nights to be at least in the 50s, ideally upper 50s for them. So we're looking towards like the late May, beginning of June before they go outside. Now, I've seen the big box stores already, like the past 2 weekends have been putting out tomatoes and peppers and greens and whatever. I don't recommend getting your tomatoes right now. If so I'm in Massachusetts. We had 2 inches of snow last weekend, and I said this before. And then yesterday it was like 83. Today it's a little cooler, it's a little windier. So you're gonna get a mixed bag until it starts warming up a bit more. So just take your time. Ideally, if I can get as much in next weekend as possible, then I will just buy a few weeks before I have to put anything else in. Corn, beans, summer squash. I'll probably just direct sow the summer squash just to make it easy. Could get starts going too, I'll have the room. But there's no rush. There's no rush at all. You still have time. I mean, we're starting a new round of Vitalis right now. The seeds I saved, terrible. And with Vitalis, it's always kind of a risk because they are like a hybrid. And, you know, I've seen multiple sites say that it's a stabilized plant, and it absolutely is not. So I had to buy seeds again. We started our seeds again. And I actually got them from 2 different sites this time. And one of them's doing okay, and the other one's like so-so. So we're gonna see. So those at least are still gonna need another month to get going because they are just about to sprout. But we have time. So I'm gonna finish my coffee. We're gonna head outside into this blustery Sunday, and we're gonna finish the raised beds. Hello, Mr. Sweet Boy. You're such a good guy. You're such a good guy. I gotta show you out here. Excuse me, son. We got our onions. We have our cardoon. Kind of hard to see, but the other of the pink ochas have started to come up. You can just barely see them. However, the yellow ones I got online, I won't give the site recognition, but I got it off of one of those bidding sites we're all familiar with. Anywho, cabbages, all these guys are looking really good. It's kind of funny, yesterday as I flipped them around, they're all going that way. Now they're all going this way. It's starting to stand up a little bit straight. So our herbs are totally fine. Really hoping for a good hyssop harvest this year. This is my favorite mint family plant. I don't know what this is. Something, I don't remember. This is marjoram. This is lemon balm. Tarragon? Celery. And then out of everything, there's just this one kind of kale, which for the life of me, I cannot remember what kind it is, and I have to check the book. Everything else is doing fine. So once all of the raised beds are done, I have to check the map to figure out where we're putting soil, because if we're going to continue having sort of cool, sort of warm days where it's cloudy and we're getting rain, they can 100% go out, all of these, because they're not fully hard enough, but they're comfortable with the temperature fluctuations. So the next step, probably in another couple days, is to start giving them actual full sun. So I'm not gonna do that right now. Maybe later this afternoon, maybe in a couple days. Look at that. That's pretty slick. This is gonna hold water so much better now. This bed in particular was so dry last year.
I'm so busy building stuff.
Hi.
What are you doing?
He's going to say hi. Just another peaceful gardening day here at Galaxy Gardens. This wind at least is drying everything off, but the water has watered everything, so I don't have to water, and that's a win. This man and his dog. Girls are less than pleased with the wind. But Charlie doesn't mind. Oh, whoa, no. Look. Let's see. Can you get it? I don't think so. Oh, there you go. He's a tactical dog.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's like, you come in this garden, I stab you. Good boy. If you want to get your own Birdies raised garden bed, go to shop.epicgardening.com/galaxygardens. Get 5% off your order. Just like that. You're by yourself. Maybe you got a buddy. You too can build some Birdies raised beds. Charlie dog, Charlie dog. He is so great. He's such a good guy. Even though he steals scissors. Come here. Come on.
Mr. Boy.
He's a good boy. Mr. Charlie dog. You are dancing. Oh. He's a good guy. My hair's a little all over the place. I probably should have tied it back given how windy it was. But we have our raised beds done. The new ones. We love the old ones, but the new ones are pretty nice. So we're gonna get one more. And then we just need to fill in with soil. We're not gonna fill them to the top. We're gonna gradually fill it up, but we don't need that much soil anyways. It's gonna be a good gardening season. I really think it's gonna be a good one. Most of our fruit trees and berry bushes are mature enough that we're getting a savable crop from, not just, you know, a couple things here and there. And we gave all the fruit trees big chop last year, so I think that's gonna even out how developed the root system is to how much it's growing on the top and not overwhelm them. Yeah. So like I said, if you want to pick up your own Birdies raised beds, I have a link down in the description you can use, as well as we have some stuff working in the background right now that I'm going to share with you really soon. So I'll let you know about that next time. Until then, happy spring, happy seed starting if you live in a temperate region like me, and I'll see you next time.